Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Art Adventures at the Johnson Art Museum. Today is part 2 of our exploration of Walking Man 2, a sculpture by Alberto Giacometti.
Let's think about how he feels. Maybe we should get a closer look at his face. Oh, wow. I'm noticing that that's kind of like a regular person's face and kind of not like a regular person's face. I wonder how he feels. I have an idea. Why don't we make some faces together and then notice what shapes that makes? And then we'll look at our friend's face again and figure out how he might be feeling. Here's the awesome thing about art. When you're trying to figure out what the sculpture or the painting or the person or animal in the painting might be thinking or feeling, there isn't just one answer. There's a bajillion right answers. Isn't that awesome? Okay, see you in a second. Let's make some faces. Let's start out with happy face. I'm going to think of something that makes me happy. Breakfast? Dogs? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm noticing that I just relaxed right here. My shoulders went down. And I relaxed. And look, you can put your hands on your face. Oh, feel how your cheeks are kind of more bunchy here? Yeah, because I'm smiling and I can do a smile with my mouth closed and I can do a smile with my mouth open. Yeah, but it makes it like, it's almost like a heart shape. And then what does that do to my eyes? I'm feeling them. I notice that they're a little squinty. So I'm going to stop smiling for a second and pretend I was squinting because I was outside and it was very bright. Oh yeah, that's similar, but different. I'm noticing that my eyes are closey, but I'm not making bunches with my cheeks. Now I'm going to smile again. Yeah, so they're closey, but not quite as closey. And my eyebrows are kind of relaxed and normal. Yeah. Heart shape. Happy face. Okay, now, how about a mad face? Oh, I'm so mad! I broke my favorite thing! Ugh. Okay, now I'm gonna feel this face. Oh, look at that. My eyebrows are going down. And then right here, this part is going down. Down, down. And my mouth is going down. Before, when I was happy, my mouth went up. And now I'm mad. Oh, my mouth is going down. My chin is down. I'm gonna frown down. I don't like being angry. Let's take a look at the face. Well, he does have his cheeks poking out some, but maybe it's just because he's so skinny. I don't know. But that's not mad eyebrows. If we look at his eyebrows, see how they're more up? They're not like pointing down. So I don't think he's angry. And his mouth is kind of like maybe a little more closed. Does that look right? Not exactly a smile face, but not a mad face either. Let's try another feeling. How about sad? I'm sad. I can't go out and play. Everything is yucky. I put my lip out when I'm sad. Just like My grandmother used to call that your front porch. Said, my cheeks are not bunchy. My eyes are not squinty. My eyebrows are not going down. I could make them a little bit. No, that's mad again. Maybe they go towards each other, but they're not going down. Let's look at our friend. No, he does not have a front porch. But his eyes are kind of shaped like sad eyes a little bit, but his eyebrows kind of going up. What if I was hoping that you were going to make it better? That you were going to give me a cookie? I'll get sad first. Are you going to give me a cookie? Oh, I hope so. I would like a cookie very much. Wow, I'm noticing that my eyes are a little more open than they are for sad and mad. And my mouth is a tiny bit open. Cookie? My cheeks are a little bit bunchy. Eyebrows are a little bit up. Let's try surprise. It'll be our last feeling. What? Oh, my face is very long. And my eyebrows are very, very tall. They're touching my hair. And my mouth is very open. And my eyes are very open. I don't think he looks surprised. But his eyebrow is up some. And his eyes are open some. And his mouth is open some. So he doesn't look mad. And he doesn't look happy. He looks a little sad maybe. And I think also, will you give me a cookie? I think he looks a little bit hopeful. Maybe thinking, because remember, he's going somewhere and he's looking where he's going. Maybe he's thinking things will be better where he's going than where they were, where he's coming from. Maybe he's hoping there's a cookie. He could be hoping anything. And maybe he's not hoping, but he's not mad. And he doesn't look surprised to me. He's not going, oh! Maybe a little sad and a little hoping. Maybe strong. Maybe brave. Yeah, could be. Speaking of his face, do you notice how his face isn't smooth like skin? It's made of a metal. There's lots of kinds of metal. If you've ever seen a penny or a nickel, those are made of metal. A penny is made of a whole bunch of metals, including copper. And this sculpture, this statue, is made of a whole bunch of metals, including copper, similar to a penny, kind of like a penny, but not exactly like a penny. You can see the color is not the color of a penny. And that metal is called bronze. Sometimes bronze can be made smooth like other kinds of metal. And if you wandered around your house right now and looked at what does the doorknob look like? What does the thing that you hold to open up a drawer look like? What does a penny look like? Those are all metal. They're different kinds of metal. And some of them are smooth. And some of them have a picture on them, like a penny. I think that the person who made this statue, who made this sculpture, made it kind of, well, I don't know. Would you call that bubbly? Maybe bunchy? Well, it's not smooth, that's for sure. Well, I think the sculpture is that way on purpose. Because he could have made it smooth. He purposely didn't make it smooth. He made it bumbly jumbly because he wanted to. I wonder why that is. I have something to tell you that might be a clue. One time, when the person who made this statue was talking about this statue and some other statues that he made, he said, I don't make sculptures of real people. I make sculptures of their shadows. If you think about it, can you imagine your shadow? Maybe we should try to make some shadows and think about, how is this like a shadow? Wow. So I'm going to take a minute to make it a little bit darker in this room, and I'm going to go get a flashlight and a white piece of paper. I'm playing making shapes with the shadow. Sometimes people say that you can make shadow animals by how you hold your hand. And if I had a friend to hold this side, or maybe I was just using the wall instead of a piece of paper, then I could use two hands and maybe make a bird by putting my hands together. I'm going to make a bunny. There's my bunny. I have my flashlight set up right over there. You don't have to use a flashlight. You could use a light. You could wait until it was nighttime and use a regular light. Or if the moon was out, you could use the moon even. And sometimes in the middle of the day you see a shadow of your own self when you're walking down the sidewalk. So just like if it was the afternoon, almost time to eat my dinner, and I was walking down the sidewalk, I might see my shadow either going out behind me or going out in front of me. I'm making it similar. It's kind of like how I'm doing with my hand. There's the shadow. There's my bunny. What do you notice about a shadow? I notice that my shadow is not the same size as my real hand. I can make it longer. I'll see how that is. It's like my fingers, the shadow's fingers are bigger, longer than my fingers. And look, they're skinnier too. My shadow's fingers are skinnier than my fingers. And my arm, my shadow arm is skinnier than my arm. And look at the edges of my hand. Let me see if I can point. You see how it's not smooth exactly? There's dark, dark, dark in the middle, and then it gets a little bit lighter towards the edges. It's almost like it was a little bit blurry or bubbly or smeary. You see how that is? And if I move this way, see how it gets smearier and blurrier? Wow, it also gets bigger. Whoa. Oh, look, I made my hand disappear. Almost disappear. Do you think that when the artist was making that sculpture, he was thinking about that? How do I make the person almost disappear and just show the shadow? Maybe that's why the sculpture is so skinny, because it's a shadow. And maybe that's why, instead of being smooth, smooth, smooth metal, The edges are sort of bumpy, blurry, bubbly, smeary. It's fun to play shadow shapes. I think that would be a fun game to play. I think I'm going to play that game as soon as I say goodbye to you today. Speaking of goodbye, so let's look at our friend one more time. So there's our friend. Walking Man 2 by Alberto Giacometti. A beautiful, tall, thin statue of a shadow, maybe, of a man who keeps going. I like the idea of keeping going. It makes me happy. Makes me feel like maybe I could keep going. Maybe there's some place to go to that I haven't been before. Thank you for exploring the museum with me and for meeting my friend, The Man Who Walks, L'Homme qui Marche, by Alberto Giacometti. I can't wait to see you again. Let's explore more of the museum. Bye! Until next time!